Let's talk about the Winchester curse, right? The Winchester curse goes all the way back to the 1400s, right? Because the people died in this house, people who built it. People kept on dying and dying for 100 years, right? The people who built the guns, right? The Winchester curse started with the Winchester family, but it also started with the Smith and Western family because they also are part of the curse to some degree. They're not cursed directly, but they are part of that, sort of. Right? Right? You got Sam Colt. Right? All of them are involved in this. Now I'm gonna break this down. This is gonna be a heavily viewed video, a heavily talked about video. I've never done this video. I've talked about doing this video. For obvious reasons, this is gonna be crazy. I think this is nuts. But let's break it down one by one. Right? First person to die, of course, is the one, the only. Sam Winchester was the second to die out of Mary Justine Winchester. Right? Now, this curse, right, they all die, but they all die different ways. Nobody knows how it happens. Now, there's a movie called The Winchester from 2018, right, that heavily talks about the curse. It's about the curse. It's a horror film. I think it's a horror film. It's like a horror thriller film that I do want to pick up because I want to see how it breaks down the curse, like I'm fixing to do right now. Okay? She was pregnant. She had a kid. Kid was, to my knowledge, it was never born. So yeah. But there's other generations of the family, you know, and you're going to see how they connect now. Let's discuss the mother of all sound bites. To protect and serve. Actually, I prefer the unexpurgated version. To protect and serve them that look like us. Okay. I'm glad to see you haven't lost a step. Just getting started. Yes, I'm doing this while I work out. Give me a break. A felony defense based on incompetent office personnel? Oh, Jack, you're giving too much. Okay. Next person to die, right, was his illegitimate son. As you heard me say, illegitimate son, right? His wife's last words was, "We're all gonna die because of this house being built." Yeah. Okay? Now. Okay? Oh boy. Now here comes the fun part of the curse. This curse, like I said, is stories long. You can actually go visit the house. The house is in Virginia, right? It's in the middle of Virginia, and I think the middle of, it's like where Virginia meets and Kansas meets and Texas meets. So it's like Virginia and Kansas, but it's like right between. Yeah. Okay? You can visit it. I would love to go visit that house just to see what it looks like on the outside. I don't think I'd go in it for obvious reasons, but who knows? Now, let's talk about this house more and more. But first, let's talk about the obvious points before we really break down the curse. He was originally a coal miner who found ways to make, bullets, right? He was studying that concept, right? So much that he actually put coal into his house. So if somebody ever broke into his house, he'd have triggers into his house. Yeah. That it would blow up the house and coal would dust and go into flames. Yeah. Okay, now let's do more of a breakdown. I gotta talk about the house. I gotta talk about everything in total. Okay? And you're probably thinking I'm not gonna talk about the Winchester family from Supernatural. No, because that has little to nothing to do with this at all. And by that I mean it has nothing to do with this at all. Okay? There's rumored that there be over 1,000 deaths in total, because originally, like it was said before, it was just a house, right, that the family built, but also, it was after that, about 100 years later, it was turned into a bed and breakfast, and then the person who did that, they had records of 100 deaths, from natural to supernatural, from people just dying in their sleep, to people killing other people with such things as each other's skulls, to, you guess it, right? To just screaming, ah, with like a knife. It's biting each other's ears off. There's so many different things. Okay? It is now just a house, like I said, in Virginia. Virginia and Kansas, where it meets. Okay? Now, like I said, doing this breakdown of this curse. This is gonna be one of the most good videos, I feel like, because I'm doing a full length story. This is gonna be about a 10-minute video, and we're already 6 minutes in. Yeah, the person who made it into bread and breakfast, but I think now it is like a tour house. Like you can go through it as like a tour, but I think I have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure. But anyway, back to what I was saying. But there's over, I think, 1,000 deaths in total. Okay. First death, when they was building it, it was rumored that they built it over an Indian burial ground. Yeah, that's a fun part. Okay. Okay. So much that the Winchester family caught up with the people who built the other guns in 1845 to 1855, they kept on building the guns, right? Because they had to build the guns. The first couple of 100 guns did not work. They had them built, whatever, but shot somebody through the head in the house. They kept on trying to shoot them. Boom, boom, boom. They all backfired. But only one had a misfire through the head. Okay? I've got through this a lot faster than I thought it would. Okay? Now here's the big piece, the final piece, and the masterpiece. Okay? There's two pieces to this, the final pieces. Let's talk about this. A daughter, and a granddaughter, the great-great-granddaughter, and the daughter, both was found with their chest cut open, but they never found the knives. Now, if that ain't creepy, I don't know what is. Yeah, the Winchester house is the death-cursed house.